Go Red Team! Here on the Brick Zone. My name is Will, and this is the Halo Mega Bloks set, Microfleet Hornet Assault. The set was originally released in 2014 and includes 88 pieces. The main build of the set is this Microfleet Hornet, and I have to say, my original reason for getting this was for the figure, but seeing it now and having built it, I have to say I really like this a lot. Just looking at it makes me want to get more and just have like a tiny fleet of Hornets flying around. But that's just me. Onto the Hornet itself, I think it captures the look of the Hornet very well. You have some trans-clear pieces, and you have a 1x2 tile and a slope piece there for the cockpit. You have the landing skids, one stud wide. At the front you have a couple of studs for the chain gun there. Really nice. The turbo fans look good. They use those kind of round fan pieces or engine pieces for the turbo fans at the ends here. And at the back you have, I guess, the tail of the Hornet. So overall, I think this is a very successful, well-done Microfleet Hornet. The one figure included in this set is a Halo 4 343 era style Mark 6 Spartan in red. He has a gold visor and he comes armed with a black saw. So, I don't know if you guys remember, but the original versions of these Microfleet sets had the old style of figures, but they ended up re-releasing them with a new style of figures. So this Spartan has the added articulation by the arms as well as the interchangeable armor. So, as I mentioned, this figure was the original reason why I got this Microfleet set, and the reason I got the rest of them, just for the figures. And it's just because I like the red and the blue theme, like red versus blue, just because it's useful for things like making Slayer videos, like Team Slayer. And they're just nice colors to have as well for customization, for swapping out like the shoulders and other armor pieces. So, definitely pleased with this figure. I like the look of him, and yeah, it just looks really, has a classic look to it. And I would definitely love having more of them. In addition to the Microfleet Hornet, the set also includes a micro terrain piece. This one has a Covenant lookout tower, which is this purple thing here. And, it's pretty small and pretty recognizable, I think. I think they also did a good job with this, like the Hornet. I've seen those towers either in campaign and sometimes on some of the multiplayer maps. And yeah, it looks like what it's supposed to be. So you have the actual tower itself floating, and you have the small gravity lift that usually takes you up through the center, and you have the nice 3-point ramps there that lead up to the gravity lift. So really like what they did with this. And over here you can see a trans-clear stand, and if we zoom out, you can see that there's some clips up there, and that's actually intended to be used with the Hornet. So you can actually clip the clips onto a couple of bars on the back of the Hornet, and there you go. That's everything together when it comes to the Microfleet stuff, and I think it looks pretty good next to the Covenant lookout tower. Personally, I really like both of these micro builds. So that's that. The set includes a nice Halo 4 style Mark 6 helmet in red. For comparison's sake, that's what it looks like next to a Mega Bloks figure. So, I really like these. I especially like the gold chrome for the visor and the headlights on the side. I think that's my favorite part, and you can see that it's very reflective. As for the rest of it, I think the helmet looks pretty good. As we move to the back here, you can see there is a studded kind of base plate for the back, and that's actually what you build the Covenant watchtower on, or the Covenant lookout tower. So that's pretty cool. And what you can do with that is hold here, and it actually opens up, and that's what the back, or not the back, but that's what the inside looks like. So it's pretty hollow, but what you could do with it is, you can put the micro builds in there for storage, or you could put your figure in there for storage. Whatever else you want to put in there, you can put in there, and just close it back up like that, and you're good. I think another cool thing about this helmet, oh whoops, it didn't close all the way. Another cool thing about this helmet, I think, is that, let me just close it up. There we go. Okay. Another cool thing about this helmet is that it has stud compatible bottom there. So you can actually attach that to studs if you want to, like studded surfaces, or you can use them for builds. So overall, I think this thing is pretty useful and I like it. Although I originally got this solely for the figure, by the time I actually built it and got it, I ended up liking everything about this set. I really like the Mark 6 helmet they include, and I like how the back of it is used for the actual base to build upon. I think it's kind of awkward that, you know, it's the back though, just because if you have everything on the base, you know, you'll have all that stuff sticking out if you use it as the back of the helmet. So unless you had two, you know, you'll have that stuff there, and you can't really use them separately unless you take everything off. But anyway, the helmet itself is cool, it's good for storage, and it's good for display, and yeah, it just looks good. The actual microfleet stuff itself, like the Hornet and the Lookout Tower, I think, like I said, are both well done. They look like what they're trying to be, and yeah, they do as well as you could have done in that kind of scale. And as for the actual figure that I got the set for, I'm very satisfied with that, and you know, I like the solid color choice, you know, the red, classic red, and the saw is a good weapon to get, and it's also good to get the figure in the new system of figures, you know, with the added articulation as well as the interchangeable armor. The only thing wrong about the set is definitely the price. The original price of this is like $15, so that's way too much in my opinion. The only thing that would justify getting this out, I think, is if you wait for a sale, is like what I did. So yeah, other than the price, I really like these Microfleet sets. So what do you guys think of them? Did any of you guys get any? Did you guys get any of these yourself? The red, the silver, the blue, Master Chief, whichever one. And if so, did you like them? Did you pass on them? Do you want them to make more? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious what everyone thinks about them. Other than that, like or dislike the video, depending on if you liked it or disliked it, and check out the Brick Zone for more video reviews and stop motions.